What? And it sounds so nice. Hip hop, you the love of my life. I'm about to take you to the top. What? Hip hop, to the top, to the top.
I'm Mumu Fresh. I am Kenson Hip Hop, and this is my life in 5. So I think a verse that really inspired me as a young MC was Lauryn Hill's verse on the Score song named Manifest. That's the first time I really heard a woman speak about her worth, her self-worth, in regards to a relationship and in regards to just who she is, how she shows up in the world, in a rap song, you know. And I memorized it as a 10-year-old. You know, I loved hard once, but the love wasn't returned. I found out the man I died for, he wasn't even concerned. In time he turned, he tried to burn me like a perm. Though my eyes saw the deception, my heart wouldn't let me learn. Like, I still remember it, like, from the day that I wrote it down on a piece of paper and kind of dissected what she meant by that. And the whole thing was about manifesting your own power and knowing your worth. And I thought that was really powerful, you know. She was female empowerment before that was like a hashtag, you know. I was really influenced by the Wu-Tang Clan. Probably the most influential song by the Wu-Tang Clan was Impossible. I remember when RZA's verse came on, that's the first time I really heard Islam mentioned in hip hop as a real focal point of hip hop. At that point, that was a real heavy concept. It was all throughout the fibers of hip hop, and having been born Muslim and growing up Muslim is something I really identify with. Fusion of the 5 elements, the search for the higher intelligence. Women walk around celibate, living irrelevant to the most benevolent king. Allah's heard and seen everywhere throughout the surrounding atmosphere, troposphere, thermosphere, stratosphere. You know, I remember, because I was homeschooled, I would actually ask my mom, like, instead of doing schoolwork, I could study RZA's verses. Like, I would get a dictionary and go line for line, because hip hop was so educational at that time. Like, his verses was literally like a class. You could take a class on the RZA's verses. Another really, really important piece to my hip hop story as a storyteller was Outkast. Outkast. I remember the first day I ever heard an Outkast song, because it struck me like, what's that sound? Like, what's that flow? Who does that? Like, I've never heard that before. But when they remade Slick Rick's children's story, The Art of Storytelling, that changed everything for me about what I thought was possible with hip hop. The way Andre 3000 would have this stream of consciousness rap, like this, you know, this train of thought rap. It let me know, like, oh wow, that's also possible. You know, now Susie Screw had a partner named Sasha Thumper. I remember her number like the summer. And it was also really melodic, you know, because outside of singers like a Lauryn Hill, you didn't really hear people being like melodic back then. And so much of his verses was like that. It's like that, y'all. You better go get the hump about your back now. And that kind of opened up this world of possibility about merging song with MCing, where it didn't have to be one or the other. Like, because people would always say, well, you an MC? Are you more MC? Are you more a singer? And I'm like, what's the difference? I don't know the difference, because I'm hip hop. So I am just existing, and this is how I show up in the world, you know. I went on to become a storyteller myself, and I think a song of my own that best tells my story is a song affectionately known as Inkpata, and it comes from a native chant called Inkpata. So Inkpata for me is my history, it's my story, it's my validation, my right to be and to exist. And I express it through poetry, through hip hop, because what better way to express and to tell your story than through hip hop? On Common's album, One Day It All Makes Sense, there's a song on there called God. And again, for me, being a person who utilizes hip hop, I'm not particularly religious, but I use hip hop to speak about God and a lot of things. But God is a very important part of my art and my purpose and my destiny. And that's the first time I really heard a hip hop song completely about God and this person's journey on figuring out who they are, developing a relationship with God. It was CeeLo Green and Common. And now let me voice my concerns. There's too many of our fellow brothers have given ourselves titles that their actions haven't earned. Our ignorance is in the same breath as our innocence. It was so many lines that you could just break down, and I mean, like, just food, like real live nutrition, food for thought. And I love that. Like, that inspires so much of what I do, you know. And that is my life in 5.
Check it out, yeah.